Hello everyone, Medium Bonnie Page here. In my hands, I have a new tool that I have purchased, and they're called dowsing rods. Now, when I was little, my mom would take dowsing rods and she would actually look for water outside because we lived in the country. I'm going to hold them so they're not going to show you their energy. She would look for water because we lived in the country and sometimes our well would go dry. But I used to watch her, and then that was kind of it until I found these in a crystal and coffee shop that I actually teach at. Crystals and Coffee, guys. Here's a shout out in Spring Hill, Tennessee. But I wanted to buy a pair and learn about the dowsing rods. And I learned they're kind of like the pendulum, as they are used for a tool to help you get a yes or no answer. I've been using my pendulum for years, but never these dowsing rods. So these dowsing rods, these ones are copper. They can be made from different things. You can even use two coat hangers like they did in the day, or two sticks. The best way, when I got these, I gave them my energy. I saged them. I put them by my selenite crystal, just anything that would, I held them, I gave them my energy. So I'm not working with somebody else's energy that packed them, manufactured them. So that's what you want to do with all your cards and your pendulums and new things that you get. You want to give them your energy. The next thing I needed to do was to find my yes and no with working with these pendulums. So now this could be different for you, just like me using the pendulum. Your yes and no could be different. These dowsing rods, I'm going to show you something really cool though, and I didn't find that in a book or online. But my sister was FaceTiming me, and I had these, and I'm like, look what these do. And she said, those are clearing your energy. So I'm going to show you if it will just do it. And before we get on, you can't see there. You can. I know I'm kind of slouching. But they go wild above my crown chakra, right? And my sister's like, oh, they're clearing your energy. And they do that for a few seconds, a minute or so, and then they slow down. And then I bring them down, not like that, don't hit yourself in the head. And then you're going to bring them down, and you're going to keep your hands kind of to the sides. Right now, these are going out, right? That is my no answer usually, right? I'm going to hold them out a little bit more. That's like so I just, before we came on, and you should do this before you use your dowsing rods. See, they're getting in a neutral for me. This is my neutral. They go out straight. I called in my guides, my loved ones, my angels, my ancestors. I call them in to work with me in the dowsing rods because you want some help, right? You're getting a yes or no from spirit. So I would say, spirit, dowsing rods, please show me my yes. Oh, they're being very good. This is my yes. Thank you. And they're going to go back. Spirit guides and dowsing rods, please show me my no. My no. Please show me my no. And there you go. Is that not cool? And then always say thank you to your spirit guides and your angels. They'll make their way back actually to the neutral center here. And then that's when you can ask you know, another question, is this YouTube video going to be good to teach people? Are we, yes, thank you. I love being the spiritual teacher. Thank you. Thank you. So we're going to go back to neutral now. And now I'm going to ask, and then I will teach you something. Rods and my guides, my dowsing rods, please show me where the energy is in this room. Where is the energy coming in this room? Where is the energy coming from? Okay, and you can see one rod's kind of going over because there's a picture of my dad. Okay, so this is the thing. Thank you, thank you. So it was so funny. I kept trying to get them to be in neutral or give me an answer, and they kept going over. Oh gosh, they want to do this again. They kept going over to one area of the room, and that is because that is where the energy from the spiritual world is coming from. So I moved a picture from to the left over to the right, and then and the dowsing rods. There's a picture of my dad over there too, and I'm just like, why are they doing that? And then I love to read and to watch and to know why things are doing things. And they said they will go to where the energy is in their room, and then they're just going to go back to that neutral area. So why would you want a pair of dowsing rods? Thank you to my spirit team first. You always want to thank them for working with you. You always want to have an intent when working with your dowsing rods. What is your intent? Would you like a yes, a no? So you're going to find your yes, your no, your maybe. And maybe you're going to want them to clear your energy as well above your crown chakra right here. It works every time. They just go like that, clear your energy. But after you get familiar with your rods, that's my yes, that's my no, that's my neutral area. They might not want to give you a yes and a no, just like with the pendulum. It might be not enough information available to say yes and no at this time, and so they would just kind of like the pendulum or the dowsing rods, they just kind of go back and forth and they don't give you a yes or a no. But this is a great tool. It's taken me a few days to infuse my energy into them, because these it's like using any other spiritual tool. You want to blend your energy with the energy of the tool. And now I really feel like they're working. So if you buy a pair and you're like, oh, these aren't working in the first couple of days, keep working with them. It's almost like breaking in a deck of oracle cards. You give them your energy, you bond with them, and then, Spirit knows how to work with you, with them. So I would tell everybody to go ahead and get a pair of dowsing rods, especially if sometimes you want to get a yes and no answer for yourself with your spirit team. So remember, just set that intention, connect to your spirit team, and let the rods do their thing. And then just always remember to say thank you. Thank you for your spirit team and the rods for working with you. It's always about showing that gratitude. So there are people even on YouTube that are just on YouTube asking yes and no questions that are out of the blue. I like watching it too, but I suggest getting your own pair of these. I don't sell them. This isn't a commercial. It's just about me teaching you guys a little bit something spiritual. So remember, when you ask a question, make sure, just like when you're working with your angels and the angel cards, that you ask specific questions, that you pose clear questions. Ideally phrased yes or no answers, right? Not, you're not going to get this long, thought out paragraph. Well, maybe if you tune into spirit, but you're going to ask for a yes or no question. And that's how it can be answered. Yes, no, or maybe. So, and then just thank your spirit team and the energies for their assistance. Always make sure to ground yourself when you're done with your session, whether that's a psychic session, a mediumship session. You just want to go like this, and you can even do this and just ground your energy. I hope this has helped you today. Let me know if this intrigues you, these dowsing rods. Let me know if you have used them before. And just give me some feedback. Mwah. Love you guys, and thank you for joining me once again.